Find out if they have an idea of this amnesty for planning permit approvals. Well, now you know, from the 1st of May all through to the end of July, this amnesty window is still very much open. All right, then, so we continue the dialogue on Lagos and the quest for urban renewal. And joining me in the studios right now, Town Planner Saheed Animashaun, who is the General Manager of the Lagos State Urban Renewal Agency, LASURA. Nice to have you in the building, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
You're welcome back to the program.
Yeah.
All right. So last week we spoke with another general manager of LASURA. Well, she has done her pens down, so it's retirement time. So we say farewell to town planner Ajibike Shomade, who has also served the agency pretty well. All right. So town planner Animashaun, it's your first time coming for this quarter, and also your very first since you became the general manager of LASURA. So let me start by saying congratulations to you on your recent appointment.
Thank you very much.
And you're welcome back. All right, so you heard people there on the street talk about the amnesty program. What do you make of their responses, by the way?
Actually, first of all, wants to comment on the Lagos State government for the gesture that people should be given amnesty to have their buildings approved. Because according to the law of the physical planning and planning permit in Lagos State, people that have violated the law and built without obtaining building permit, they are liable to pay penal fee. So Lagos State government now considered it, most especially during this economic hardship, just to bring succor to people, considered it that, okay, people that have built, let them come over, submit their building plans, and without paying any penal fee, which is very, very high.
Right.
So that one is good enough. And this is not the first time Lagos State government will be doing, granting that gesture.
So it has
people.
happened before?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to explain now. On the issue of layout 2, you can see that in the past I was here when I was invited to talk about the layout procedure in Lagos State.
That's right. You were
director. Yes, I was director of
then.
development matters, and thank God now that I'm now the general manager of Lagos State Urban Renewal Agency after the expiration of my colleague, Ajibike Shomade, Tamplan Ajibike Shomade, after the expiration of his tenure.
Right.
So I have to, I took over. So during that time too, this amnesty that we are talking about, government has granted it to people in the past. Because on the issue of layout, especially the exiled villages, people have to prepare layouts for their exiled villages. But government now find out that all these villagers, they are lower cadre people, they don't have the money to engage the services of professionals, professional licensed town planners to prepare that layout. So government now decided that, okay, all those people is going to engage the services of consultants to prepare such layout for the villagers free of charge. So that's the first amnesty that people have already benefited from government.
Which year was that?
About 3 years ago.
I think we need to revisit that again because I know that there are so many communities right now, and especially those ones that have developers that are coming in that do not have the requisite layouts as you've just specified right now. Maybe someday Mr. Governor can consider that, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's just dwell into the program for the. But you didn't comment about what people said on the streets?
Yes.
What do you make of their responses?
Yes. Some of the people that responded mentioned that government should extend that gesture. You know, our culture, even if the government granted them 10 years extension, people will still say that it's not enough. So that 3 months is very, 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 very much enough for any serious-minded person to submit their to benefit that amnesty.
Okay.
And, it's a way of saving people money.
Right.
Bringing succor to them, relieving them of what they will have spent in obtaining that approval. So I'm just appealing to people that they should please take the advantage of that amnesty, come over, and thank God the Lagos State Physical Planning and Permit Authority, LASPA, is really making awareness to people just for them to come over and benefit that gesture.
All right.
So people should please comply.
Take advantage of that.
Yes.
All right, let's move on to the program today. Lagos State and the Quest for Urban Renewal, Part 2. Your predecessor, Town Planner Ajibike Shomade, set the tone for our conversation today when she said last week that LASURA, as an agency, was set up to redevelop slums and blighted neighborhoods in Lagos. Now, for the purpose of clearer understanding, Town Planner Animashaun, what are slums? Let's even start from there.
In a layman definition, just for everybody to understand, when we say slum, that means it's a settlement that has become deteriorated, a settlement that is lacking adequate facilities, that the population there is highly populated with high density population, no basic needs like functioning drainage,
Okay.
good roads, houses that are not habitable for human being.
Right.
So that's just the simple definition of slum.
And when you look around Lagos, which areas would you classify as slums?
We have to be frank with ourselves. Although Lagos State government is trying, if you go area like Otumara, yes, in the
where is that?
That is around within the Lagos Island.
Uh-huh.
If you go somewhere like Jankara, although thank God there is a sort of upgrading there. So if you go area like Makoko,
right,
although that place too, government intervention has been noticed there.
Right.
So many areas.
Ijora,
Badia, although that areas too, government has the government intervention too have been noticed there, but those are the areas that the population is highly with high density population with non-functioning facilities that can make life very easy for people. Even some of the houses there in the past, they didn't have all the necessary facilities like toilets, bathroom, good water, but thank God, government is really trying, right from many past governors, right from the time the present president was the governor of the Lagos State, before Governor Raji Fashola took over, before Ambode took over, and this our present government. So there is continuity in whatever they are doing. So that one has actually brought succor to people, has already brought relief to people. The state government is trying, but they still need to do more.
All right, so if Lagos is supposed to be a smart city, a mega city from mega to smart, and we're thinking of best trends in modern times, how come we're still having those kind of slums in Lagos?
You see, whatever, according to an adage that says, no matter how far you have gone far in the wrong path, turn back. Lagos State government has really turned back, because in the past we have many slums areas.
Right.
So, but now, if you consider the number of slums areas we are having in the past with the one we are having now, you can see that it has reduced because there is government intervention.
Let's talk about how many slums do we have in Lagos?
If you should, in the past, if you mention it, there are many. In the the slums record in the past are about 42 blighted areas.
That's right.
So, but that 42 blighted areas, with government intervention, they have been reduced. And in the past, they used to plan for people, but now they are planning with people. In the past, it was a top-bottom approach, but now it's now from bottom-top approach. That means people are being involved. Instead of government just waking up one day in an area, this is what you are providing for you, it may not be their need. So that is the more reason in the present trend, government will invite people. What are the things that you really need in this area?
Right.
They are the people living there.
So let's talk about that now.
So,
because
yeah.
the strategy that LASURA uses to regenerate these communities, how do you go about it? I mean, you first go around to identify the communities, then what's the next step?
First of all, like what you made mention, you identify this community. You go there for study case of that area. What is the population of the people? What is their economic status? That means how many of them are government workers, how many of them are traders, how many of them are not working, how many of them are old, how many of them are still within the working age. So you know that one. Then what are the facilities that are within that area? What are the things they are lacking? Don't be surprised that it's not only water, toilet, it may be even be schools.
Okay.
Because some communities, they didn't have school. But thank God, like what I made mention, government intervention has really gone a long way in that area. They will know, why is it that you are living in a community and you are trekking about 3 miles, 4 miles before you can get a school? So government will come within that area and provide school for them.
Right.
So with that one, it's another way of curbing or trying to curb the slum.
Right.
Then the road upgrading, that one is very, very important.
Let's talk about that because
Yes.
last week,
Yes.
Town Planner Ajibike Shomade spoke a lot, and she said over 50 roads had been intervened as a result of a direct, intervention from LASURA. I'm just wondering, is that not duplication of effort? I mean, if LASURA were to take over construction of roads in such communities, then what happens to the main ministries and agencies that are supposed to be doing that?
Thank you very much. You see, just like what people call division of labors, we have jurisdictions. LASURA has its own jurisdiction, its own area, its own coverage areas. So those areas will be the concern of LASURA. It's not left for LASURA to go into all these areas that are within its jurisdiction. What are the things they are lacking there? For instance, if you go to Amukoko, Sari Gomu, even going around Surulere, Lagos Island,
Right.
because the LASURA is having many areas within that land coverage within that area. Go to Lagos Island, you will see that a lot of things has been done. Like this, if you are coming from, in fact, most of the roads there. When I was the director of development matters, you
Right.
see that department is the one saddled with the response. Although the ministry as a whole has many departments,
Right.
but that particular department is the one in charge of delivery of right of way. When I made the receipt of right of way, they are not the one to construct, but whoever that is going to construct that road, that department will ensure that whatever be the encumbrances or obstacles that will hinder the progress of that road have to be removed. I can remember that within Lagos Island, if I should count, I will count up to 10 roads that were really improved and
Right.
upgraded.
Okay.
So if you go there now, very motorable, things are going, and with the provision of side drains and street lights. So all those ones, they were provided with roadwork for pedestrians.
Right.
So all those ones, they are implemented.
Lagos Traffic Radio, 96.1 FM. Lagos and the quest for urban renewal is our focus this morning. Town Planner Saheed Animashaun, who is the new General Manager of LASURA, that's the Lagos State Urban Renewal Agency, is our guest this morning. So, are there communities that you've seen that have been degenerating, or perhaps that you think are becoming slums? If you're defining it that way in our time, you can also bring that on board on the program this morning. We're going to be expanding the scope beyond the studios shortly, but that will be after this break. The numbers that you do that is 08099120777. That's 08099120777. and 09153877127. A brief break. We'll be back.
Dear Lagosians, the vision of making Lagos a sustainable and resilient state through community regeneration and inclusive physical planning begins with building right. We all have a role to play in achieving this vision in line with the Lagos State Urban and Regional Planning and Development Law of 2019 as amended. Do you know that before buying a land or building on it, you must check for the permissible use from the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development? Do you know that you must obtain a planning permit and authorization to commence the construction of your building? Do you also know that you require state certification and certificate of completion for building construction in Lagos State? Estate developers must obtain layout approval before developing their estate and obtain full planning permit after the expiration of a provisional planning permit. Their Lagosians, do not carry out unapproved renovation, remodeling or demolition. Do not break the seal on an enforced property. Do not obtain fake planning permits and do not abandon uncompleted buildings. Do not break the law. Build right in accordance with the state operative development plans. Let's work together to make Lagos a sustainable smart city of choice. For more information, download the Lagos State MPP UD app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe Announcer, Lagos State Government.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Build Right is the program, and I have my guest who is the General Manager of LASURA, Town Planner Saheed Animashaun. He's on the program this morning, and we're going to be expanding the discourse beyond the studios to have your inputs very, very shortly. And the number to call is 08099120777. You can put your calls through. All right, PWD corridor traffic, very, very good. From Iyano Dokwemu to Ilezik, it's looking good. Sule Junction connecting Ilezik is also cooperating pretty well. Just hold on 1 second. Just hold on. Traffic lights alternating. Delays at Ilezik. Ilezik inwards national is busy. This is due to the morning rush and narrow part. But beyond that point, inwards Oshodi is good. Hello there. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Am I on to Traffic Radio?
Yes. What's your name?
My name is Jari Adio. I'm calling from Dignity Finance.
All right. Jari Adio. Go ahead.
Yes. I just want to make a query on your program. The traffic program in the morning. Mm-hmm. If you want to pin to it for advert.
All right, just hold on. We'll get your number and we'll get in touch with you. Okay?
You said?
We'll get your number and call you back.
Okay. You can even send WhatsApp to me on your fire.
No problems. Thank you so much for your call. Like we're talking about communities that have been blighted, or communities that you've seen some kind of interventions from the Lagos State government. They've been transformed. If you want to bring that to the program this morning, feel free. And that will be on 08099120777. Hello there. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name?
Ghost from Ikorodu.
Ghost.
Yes, from Ikorodu.
All right, go ahead.
There's this LASURA stuff that you're talking about, that the town planning and stuff like that.
Yes.
If are they expand to Ikorodu or just?
Okay, you want to know if LASURA has any intervention in Ikorodu?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Just listen. I'm sure my guest will respond to you. All right. So just listen on the program. Just listen on your radio. My guest will respond to you. Okay, so Town Planner Animashaun, is LASURA having any interventions in Ikorodu?
Even if LASURA has no intervention in Ikorodu, Lagos State government has many plans for Ikorodu.
Okay.
You see, we have something they call master plan. That one is for the old states, and we also have Ikorodu model city plan.
Oh, okay.
That Ikorodu model city plan is a plan that entails how the old Ikorodu is going to be planned.
All right, let's take this call. Hello there, good morning. Oh, okay. All right, please try and call back. You just heard from my guest. It says government has a whole lot of plans for Ikorodu, and that also includes the Ikodu model city plan indeed. Hello there. Hello. All right. Well, that call 08099120777 is the number to call. Good morning. Okay, well, let's that one as well. All right, but some questions are coming in here for you, Town Planner Animashaun.
Yes.
Let's see if we can take some of them. This one says, good morning. My question for your guest is, how does LASURA manage resettlement and relocation for residents affected by their regeneration? Okay, you didn't put your name, by the way. So how do you guys do that?
Yeah. I think it's better mention some of the functions and policies of LASURA.
All right.
The first one is the implementation of government policies on urban renewal. Then the second one is identification areas for renewal. Then planning for renewal scheme. Then resettlement program.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Another function is there. Then development and management of LASURA properties. Then formulation of policy. So as related to resettlement, as mentioned by the last caller.
Yeah.
You see, there is a resettlement program in the LASURA agenda. Resettlement program is in a way that if government identified that this particular area is no more habitable for human being, already people are living there. Government has passion for the welfare of the people.
Right.
Then a site where those people will be accommodated will be provided.
Okay, so that means there's a resettlement program.
There's a resettlement program.
Okay, so I will need your answers to be very, very brief, because I'm having so many questions that are coming in. Let's begin to take them one by one. This one says, good morning, Traffic Radio, and the guest. Okay, so it's good morning, Traffic Radio, and the GM Building Control Agency. Well, this is not the GM of Building Control. He's the GM of LASURA. He says, my question is this. These building permits, how do we relate to the demolition of some parts of Mende Villa Estate? Was it that places demolished in all parts of Lagos didn't get government approvals for their construction? Jude is sending that one in. Another one here says, good morning, Mr. Victor. Please ask your guest if it's possible for someone to acquire a C of O without a building permit, because we just processed our own C of O last year. This is coming in from Shemilori. Okay, so I'll allow you to answer these two questions briefly. So those areas that are demolished, Mende, Villa Estate and all that, is it that they didn't get approvals?
Thank you very much. You see, that issue is another topic on its own. You see, there are certain buildings they call illegal development. It's not when a building that someone did not obtain building permit that building is illegal. If you are building on drainage parts, drainage alignment, or right of way alignment, or coastal road alignment, regional road alignment, you are also an illegal developer.
Yeah, but
so this Mende that this gentleman made mention. So to my own best knowledge, those buildings affected, they are the buildings that were constructed within the drainage alignment of Odoyala.
So, but the school of thought will equally say that for governments to give approvals like planning permits on such buildings means that there was no proper syncing of purpose between building agencies and the Ministry of the Environment.
Please, my dear brother, I think I would like to reject that statement.
Okay.
In the sense that before any building can be granted approval,
right,
it's not only physical planning or Ministry of Physical Planning that works on that building. If from charting there is a drainage alignment within that area, that application will be referred to Ministry of Office of Drainage for clearance. So all these buildings, in order not to waste time, as a summary,
right.
all those buildings we are referring to, just go and find out. They don't have building plan permits.
All right. Yemi is sending this one in. Says, good morning, Traffic Radio. What steps does LASURA take to improve living conditions in blighted areas while also addressing environmental sustainability? I think you've answered that one before. Yeah. This one says, good morning. My question for your guests is, how does LASURA manage resettlement and relocation of residents affect? Okay, I think we've taken this one before. This one says, hello, Traffic Radio. What measures are taken to ensure that resettlement does not lead to social dislocation or loss of community identity? Do you guys do that?
Yeah.
Okay, is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you can just respond to that quickly.
Okay. Before then, I think there was one question.
Okay,
possible to acquire CFO.
Before.
You see, CFO is a title document. It's in the purview of the Land Bureau. But as one of the requirements before granting building permit is for you to have your title document, either CFO or consent. So that one is very, very, very important. And one comes before
the other. Okay.
So you first of all obtain your title document, which is the CFO the caller referred to.
Right.
So after a matter of obtain that one, because it's part of the requirements that you are going to submit for processing your building permit. So that is that. Then the last question that measure taking a resettlement on the resettlement issue.
Right. So that don't cause dislocation and identity, loss of identity.
You see, that is why at the area submission of my discussion, I said that before governments can do any upgrading issue or any resettlement within an area, they will have had interaction in form of with that community in form of stakeholder engagement.
Okay, so there will be a kind of engagement
to
with them.
know what is going to happen to them. So government is very, very considerate.
All right, this one says, good morning, Town Planner Animashaun. What is LASURA's approach to addressing blighted communities and slum areas in Lagos? Tejumola is sending that one. I think you've addressed that as well. It says, hello, Traffic Radio. My question, it says, hello, Traffic Radio. My name is Sheun Ibrahim. Please, how does your agency plan to address transportation challenges in areas undergoing urban renewal? Okay, so is that part of what you do?
Yes, but you see, we have Ministry of Transportation in Lagos State. But notwithstanding, by the time you upgrade a road, that means you are providing transportation facility within that area.
All right.
So that's the way LASURA is coming in. By the time a load that is not motorable, the weight is not cannot accommodate the traffic velocity within that area, you see all those ones. By the time the road is being upgraded, that means...
Let's talk about those communities in Lagos Island where you have those markets. About a month ago, we had those markets that erupted in fire. And one of the challenges they had were very, very narrow road paths. Some of those roads, even the emergency responders could not navigate through them. So is LASURA going to be intervening in those kind of communities?
Even it's not only LASURA this time around. There's a committee being set up.
Let's take this call quickly. Hello there, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. 30 seconds. What's your name?
Okay, my name is Afolabi.
Afolabi.
Right now, I'm calling you from Mile 12.
Mile 12. Go ahead quickly.
Right. Well, I don't like the situation in Nigeria when they ask questions and you start pushing things to each other. If you're in charge of the road, can they do the road? Let the road be better. I want to mention two roads.
Okay.
If you're coming from Yanowo Road towards inside the estate, the road has been there now for like 8 years. When what's the name of the former governor started it, nothing has been done about it. The road is just been abandoned. Okay. Then if you're coming from Apapa to Ijora, that is there's no road there before.
Okay. All right. Sorry for that, Afolabi. The network has knocked you out, but thank you so much. You've mentioned some roads, and I'm sure that LASURA, you'll be taking that away to work on as well. Lots of questions are really coming in for you, but we do not really have the time. So your parting thought on the program this morning, Town Planner Animashaun, what's the word that you'll be leaving the listener with this morning?
I just want to advise that the masses, that means the people, the Lagosians, they should cooperate with the Lagos state government. There are many programs that will bring benefits and happiness to the people.
All right.
But people too, in their own effort too, should make sure that they appreciate the effort of the Lagos state government and cooperate.
All right. I'm sure
because in an area where a facility or infrastructure is being provided, it's now the honor on the people within that area to make sure that they take proper care of that property.
We'll leave it at that for now this morning because of time. Let me say a very big thank you to you, Town Planner Animashaun. Thank you so much for connecting with us on the program this morning.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure for being here today.
Okay, then. So that's how we draw the curtains on Build Right this beautiful Thursday. Next Thursday, the program makes a return. Mike James has produced the program. I say a big thank you to Adetola Akinsoya, who's Chief Public Affairs Officer for the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. Our social media team, too, we do appreciate you. Afe John, Okpa Emishodunke, and our executive producer, Tayo Akonle. My name is Victor Oteri. Have a great day. Bye.